Boom, humans, welcome to Dark Wolf DWB, and today we're going to be doing the Zestabou no Shima Easter egg tutorial slash guide, same thing. But anyways, here we go. So, first step, before you even start your game, make sure you have that gobblegum anywhere but here. That way, you can actually do this Easter egg, because this is the only Easter egg you're actually going to need a gobblegum to complete the Easter egg in general. The next step I recommend you do, you don't have to do this first right away, you can choose to over time, but you have to do it, you have to have it done pretty soon. So that's doing the skull of Nan Sapwe. Basically, you have to bring 4 skulls around the map to the altars they go to. Then once you're done, you bring each skull back to their skull position on the altar, I guess. And a secret passageway will form that you can walk down, and you can go actually see the skull of Nan Sapwe. And you're gonna have to charge it, basically. That's all you have to do is kill keepers around it. I think it's about 10, 15. It's a lot. It's not 5. It's definitely not 5. Once you kill enough keepers, you can go up to the altar and pick up the skull of Nan Sapwe. Then you may leave the area and go on to the next step. This next step, you have to use your skull of Nan Sapwe that you just obtained, and you have to memorize this piece of paper over here to reveal another piece of paper, I guess, that looks similar to the elevator that we're going to be building in this Easter egg. And you're going to also memorize this wall over here, which is where we're going to put cogs later in the Easter egg. You're also going to want to build the KT4, because we are going to need it for this Easter egg. Even though it's not that great of a weapon, not upgraded, you're still going to have to use this for one of these steps. Next, you're going to go fight this spider over here, simply just by shooting the yellow in its mouth. Each time you have to do it 3 times. Yeah, well, not 3 times, but like you have to not kill him necessarily, but you have to shoot him 3 times until he's stunned, and he will eventually die. You guys get it. You guys will know. You guys know when he gets hurt. After the 3rd time, he'll die, and you're gonna actually go walk up to him, and you're gonna go pick up his tooth that you see me grab just there. The next step, you're gonna have to actually obtain rainbow water, which is really hard to see, but right there I grab it. Now, if you didn't catch where I hold square, it is actually by a rock. Here, I'm gonna show you here. If you see the rock right in the top right of the corner going into the next sewer, you grab right there next to that rock. So if you guys need help, just keep looking at the screenshots I took, and you'll find the area. It's after the second blue area, I guess. Next step, you're gonna have to memorize that wall and plant a seed and also water with rainbow water there. You're gonna have to continuously, Jesus, do this for 3 rounds, and after the 3rd round, you can go pick up this plant that looks like the same plant you picked up for the KT4. Next, you're gonna want a lightning shield for this. So you simply have to complete all your challenges to get a lightning shield, and lightning will strike the skull of Nan Sapwe area, and you have to pull your shield out when lightning strikes. You're going to want to shock that box right there. You're going to have to jump into a cage. If you're doing this co-op, you're going to need a person to hold square in that cage on the pad. And yeah, also you're going to have to grab that vial just there that you saw in that skeleton. You're going to be looking for that liquid divinium kind of looking thing, and you're going to need that to upgrade the KT4. After you upgrade the KT4, you're going to want to grab it, and we're going to have to use it for this next part of the Easter egg. Next, you're going to want to either use the upgraded KT4 or the KT4 to get a plant with blue water. You have to water with blue water. You're going to have to finally get an AA bullet, which will only appear if you use blue water in the KT4. You shoot it. You could get away with not shooting it every time, but I recommend shooting it every round you can. You want to shoot down this plane that comes around like every 2 minutes, I think it comes around. But you need that paper to be mesmerized to for that plane to spawn. So just remember that. You're going to also look for that steaming cog where it lands. It either lands right here is one of the areas, in front of the green water is where it lands, or right here, kind of by the lab A and blue water. The next step, we're actually going to have to use that anywhere but here, gobblegum, so make sure you have that. And you're going to have to look for this other cog, which is in this area where the dragon is. It's going to be right behind you when you spawn, as you see me pick it up right there. And also, this leads out of Lab A, if you guys are curious. Alright, the next step, you're going to have to shock this pad, and I recommend just spamming all your buttons. Now, I think the correct button is R3, but it's just to get off the zipline, of course, and pick up the cog. But just in case, I want you guys to spam every button. That way, you land just in case. I also recommend doing the zipline from that side and not the other side, because it's hard to landing. Also, you're going to want to bring the cogs over there, place them, and then the elevator spawns, and you are ready to go to the boss fight. Now, I recommend Pack-a-Punch and the gas mask, but necessarily, and the lightning shield, of course, but honestly, this boss battle you should complete either first time or the second time you go here, because this boss battle is so easy. The strategy you have to do is just basically run in a circle and just shoot the KT4, but make sure to keep checking your ammo, because you only can use the KT4 to kill our swamp boss, which is also Takio 1.0. You're going to have to use the Masamune to get these vines out of the way. You have to shoot the spores on each vine, and of course on Takio there's going to be 2 that spawn. I recommend shooting the top one, just because you know which arms you get first. You can just go the 2 left arms and the 2 right arms, but you can do it either way. And you're going to have to shoot him 4 times with the Masamune until he eventually will die, but you're going to have to wait for him to roar, and then the spore will spawn on each arm. And after the 4th arm, we'll get the cutscene. Now, I do recommend, if you don't want to see the cutscene, you might want to stop the video here, but that's basically the guide. I'm going to play the cutscene now. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe to Join the Pack, and peace. Cutscene.
Your eyes, I recognize them. Almost as though they were my own. Takio Musaki. I did not believe I would find you in such a place. I was a warrior. I fought many great battles for the glory of our nation, for the honor of the dying samurai spirit. I was a hero. I share this memory. I have lived many of the same victories. I later learned that my victories were unwelcome. His betrayal was driven by petty jealousy. He knew I could endure anything, that I feared not even my own death. Punishment is one thing. This is cruelty. Who could be so evil as to desire another soul to endure such suffering? Who amongst us could be so dishonorable? Are you so blinded by your own loyalty? The orders came from the Emperor himself. My life, my path, is built upon a lie. This realm may have been corrupted and consumed by evil, but we possess the power to change things. A better tomorrow is only possible if we blow away the ashes of the past. None of us choose the means by which mercy will find us. But I am at peace. I understand what must be done. Will you be my kaishakunin? It is my honor.
Guess it's you next, Nikolai.
I know. There is something else we must know. There is a chain of events that must be set in motion.